Happy morning, children. Now we will solve problem set 6. The first question is, now write the correct alternative answer for each of the following questions. Now only two questions are there, MCQ questions in this. Now first one is very simple. We have repeated many a times. For different types of investment, what is the maximum permissible amount under section 80C of income tax? Means maximum what amount can be deducted from your income tax, like whatever your savings are there. How many times I have repeated this answer? According to 80C of income tax, what amount can be to maximum, what amount can be deducted from your gross income, then you will get taxable amount. So what amount can be deducted? Many a times we have revised this point. See here, when we started off with the computation of income tax, here only we said, generally, the maximum permissible deductions to various kinds of saving under section 80C is rupees 1,50,000. So the first answer here, A, 1,50,000. That much only can be deducted, not more than that. Only Prime Minister Relief Fund, Chief Minister Relief Fund, after the personal deductions what you have, that is going to be deducted because that is for charity. Okay, then for this point I have explained you all many times. The here see, we got exact total deduction 1,50,000. So here again it was written according to section 80C, a maximum deduction of 1,50,000. So from your total yearly income, 12 lakh, here it was given the deductions, whatever we got, 1,50,000 total deductions. So that is being subtracted. 1,50,000 is being subtracted. That gives you the taxable amount. Then here we saw, see here, for the next example, here we got total deduction 1,80,000. But what they are saying, section 80C, only 1,50,000 will be taken. That 30,000 extra, that will not be considered. From this only 1,50,000 will be subtracted. And Prime Minister Relief Funds is separately it is written. That will be subtracted. So here see, minus into plus is minus only. So that amount is subtracted. So this point you have to remember. If you are giving it for charity, that will be considered separately. But for personal gains, only 1,50,000. The second question is also very easy. A person has earned his income during the financial year 2017-18. So financial year is 2017-18. Then you have to tell what is the assessment year. Now financial year and assessment year, that also we discussed. I tell you all are studying in 8th standard. Okay, so full 1 year you are studying from 1st June till your exam, till April 10. Now this time till April 15 exam is going on. So from next academic year, you will go to 9th standard. Same here also. Financial year is 16-17. Then assessment year will be the next year, 17-18. Financial year is 17-18. Assessment year is 18-19. The next year. Means here, one thing should remember. Financial year starts from 1st April. See, hardly few days are left for 1st April. From 1st April till 31st March. So the financial year is going to end on 31st March. Okay. So this is the period. Like how our academic year also, the period is from 17th June generally we start for you, right? Like that it is. Financial year is from 1st April to end, it ends on 31st. Assessment year is the next, 17-18. So you should tell me the answer now. So 17-18. So what will be the assessment year? 18-19. So this is the answer. So you write the question and write answer B. With this you have to mention like this, 2018-19.